nomination. I want to thank you for your continued interest in serving on the bench. I believe we have you as just on the county court list, is that right?
That's correct.
We have some new members on our commission since we interviewed you last, I believe, so if you could just give us a background about your experience, qualifications to serve as a judge.
Okay, sure. My name is Simonsen. I'm currently an assistant state attorney. I've been there since 1998. Before that, I was in South Carolina. I actually started out as what we called an assistant solicitor. That's the term for prosecutors in South Carolina. I spent a couple of years there, and then I got the opportunity to take on a federal defense position, so I became an assistant federal public defender for about 5 years, and then decided to move back to Florida because my parents live about an hour away from me, and decided, well, grandkids are coming and that sort of thing, so I wanted to be closer to home. So I live about an hour away from them. Hope that helps as far as my legal experience.
Can you tell us why you want to serve as a judge?
Yes. Well, as I just told you, I've had experience on both sides of the courtroom, primarily as a prosecutor, but some experience as a defense attorney. And I really feel that I'm at the point in my career where I'm interested in taking that next step. I have put in for a position as a judge a few times now. I did put in for county and for circuit, but I think when you take a little bit of time, and I personally just took a little bit of time to really reflect on where I felt my skill set would best be appropriate, and I felt that would be the county bench. I feel that I have the work experience, that I could handle cases. I know that I'm a person who would follow the law as it is written, and I believe that my temperament is such that I could interact with folks. I know that in the county court, there's a lot of interaction with pro se litigants, a lot of people who come before you who just, you're communicating with them and they may not have the assistance of an attorney. I spend my days talking with victims and witnesses in cases, and I think that that would be a good skill to have as a county court judge.
We certified you several times now. Most recent was April 2024. Were you interviewed that go around in April?
Yes, I did. My last interview was May 1st in Tallahassee, so I think I've had a total of 3 interviews.
What did you take from those experiences?
They're very challenging. There's a lot of work that goes into preparing for them, and I certainly would continue to do that if you all felt that I was an appropriate candidate to go up again. I'm not sure if my timeline would be such that they would interview me again or not. I'm pretty close to a year, but I would definitely be preparing and reading and meeting folks and doing a lot of research on cases and things like that to be ready.
What do you think your biggest strength is as a candidate?
I would hope that it's probably my temperament and my commitment to following the law as it is written. I was just reading this morning about a judge in another jurisdiction who was being reprimanded for calling the other side some inappropriate names and things like that, and I can assure you that that would never happen for me. So I think that's a strength that I have in terms of the way that I communicate with people, and that's everybody. That doesn't matter whether you're a litigant on the other side, whether you're a bailiff, a clerk, anybody. I treat everybody the same way. And then I would have my practice is to follow the law as it is written.
As a county court judge, you can handle DUI cases. Can you tell me what the minimum penalties are for a first-time DUI conviction?
Well, I know it's a cap of a year. I know there is a mandatory DUI school. There's fines. I'm not sure. And I know there's going to be a license suspension. Beyond that, I'm not exactly sure of the specifics. I am a domestic violence. I practice pretty much in the domestic violence world, so I would have to look up the statute for that to be sure. But primarily my experience is in the DV world, so that's why I know more about that than I would know about DUIs.
If you get assigned to a civil division, how would you get up to speed on that?
If I got assigned to a civil division, I would be sitting in the courtrooms of Judge Myers and Judge Sanders and our civil judges, and I would be familiarizing myself with the rules of civil procedure, and I would be attending the hearings in their court and learning and asking and preparing.
Does anyone have any questions? All right, hearing none. In closing, is there anything you want to highlight before we deliberate?
No, I brought my judicial canons with me today.
You're not allowed to cheat on
I
those.
wanted to be sure that I was ready to go on those if you asked me, so.
I've asked you before, so I don't need to ask you again.
Yes, yes, so.
Which ones apply to you, though?
Actually, I can tell you that I'm independent, I have integrity. I would not have to worry about engaging in extrajudicial conduct type of activities that would interfere with that responsibility. I'm fiscally responsible. I'm not into anything that would be inappropriate financially. Those are most of the ones that I can remember. I don't engage in inappropriate political activities. I show up every day, I work hard at my job, and I go home and I hang out with my family.
What do you think is the biggest challenge to your current position?
To my current position as
what's
a
the
prosecutor?
Yeah, I mean, what's the most challenging part of that job?
Well, I do domestic violence cases, so there's a lot of reasons why people say the things that they do in cases that come across your desk, and you have to weed through them and figure out who's telling the truth, why are they giving this version of events, and what should happen. And sometimes that's not easy to do because people have reasons for taking a particular position or filing charges against somebody. And it's that so much more so when you have people who are connected to each other, like in a domestic violence case. So it's just trying to find out what really happened here, should charges be filed, and what should happen as a result of that.
Is there anything you want to highlight?
I don't think so. I appreciate so much you all taking the time to review our applications. I know they're rather lengthy. Some of them it sure takes a lot, and I appreciate your time today, and thank you for reviewing my application.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.